as I check in. I'm getting acclimated.
Yeah, somehow your backsheesh check has been lost in the mail. Resend it.
And my body article you wrote about me, I give you that. And about your nephew, Kyle.
My shiftless nephew thought picking up a lettuce leaf off the floor beneath him. I didn't when I was a young man. I bought my first share of stock in Kroger. And I remember going into the produce department one day in 1960, whatever, 64, or before, and picking off a piece of lettuce off the floor because I wanted my stores, my Kroger stores, to be pristine and attractive. Well, first off, we have to acknowledge the weather. It is the one subject that everyone in the East is talking about. First subject is the weather, which is godful. It is so cold, I'm freezing to death. You find people around the street saying, cold enough for you, cold enough. Yes, for God's sake, people, it's cold enough for us and too cold to bear. The only thing, the bright spot is that we do not live in Buffalo, where they suffer from 5 feet of snow. Whoa, my. Can you even imagine?
Anthony Slate's from Buffalo, correct?
No, he's because of the peculiar occurrence, he didn't get every snow.
Wow.
Whereas 2 inches in a row, they got 5 feet. It's the way that the Great Lakes make weather. It's probably no other. The weather masters, the weather ladies, probably are worth their money. But on no other occasion. I'm going to do something today right from the get-go. You know? Okay, everybody has asked me what I think about immigration. First of all, the culprits are the people years ago who let the standards slide. And the reason that they let slide because they did the labor. Labor is cheap. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Millions of people, from Guadalajara and Tierra del Fuego and Myanmar, that came to the United States seeking the American dream. They all weren't legal. And once they got here, there was a way of getting rid of them if things had changed. Can you imagine the outrage of a SWAT team going into someone's house in Lawrence to reach you, picking them up and paddling them where? Where do they go? They're stateless. So it's a muddle, and I have to say, I've never been the person who spoke lightly of the president of his achievements. I think anything that he could do.
Yeah.
What about options? Can't do them all. You can't go box and send them federal, sends up. It seemed to me in a win position. I think one of the things that Obama, and I'm going to give credit for this, because he's made so many bad mistakes. He has helped every candidate running for president next year. And of course, people like Ted Cruz of Texas will criticize him up and down. Well, Ted Cruz may be an illegal immigrant himself. That's the latest story. It's that. I compliment the president, and I really have to say to the Republicans, get over it. What do you want to do? You want to see tanks and bazookas down the streets of every community in America? I don't think so. I don't want to say them. I'm not happy with that, and I'm not happy with having to pay for any social services. Those are the details, and they're ironed out in the wash, as they say. But that is produced by immigrants, most of us. Okay, here are the three going on in America right now. There are the sex skittles, epitomized Bill Cosby, America's fake landlord, now as it turns out.
I'm sure you're going to write about that
everybody
eventually.
Out.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I am. It's sad. But you know what? My Mercedes is Joseph.
You wanted too much jello pudding pops.
Well, Chinese babies say. We're not
going there. Yeah, it's a family show.
No, it's family friendly, and we're going to keep it that way. Fat Albert, of course, the columnists and the cartoonists have picked up Fat Albert and run with those lines. Of course. Okay, what we're doing at Worldprofit to save the world is this. I am authorizing, as of this moment, and if I fix my signature to the documents, 61 scholarships this hour. Until the top of the hour, I will be empowering people all over the world, and I mean everywhere. From downtown Danville, Virginia, to Howey, Virginia, to Hampton Falls, to Cambridge, Mass, to Liechtenstein, and Ukraine, and so on. How you people truly want to make money on it? And how we're calling your bluff is the gotcha calling your bluff. You really are serious. Into what's in the package that the scholarship package, you cannot but want it. Possible to, I don't need, because George picked everything that's in those scholarship packages. He's genius in recommend.
Oh, definitely. I mean, and even yesterday, I watched how this keeps on evolving, and I know he's excited. I know Sandy's excited about the mobile being out. That's going to really change. It's a game changer because nobody else has this. We have apps, but we don't have apps that you can run your business from using your phone. So it's intriguing.
George, let me say this for the millionth time, and I meant it for the millionth time. George Kosh isn't on the cutting edge of technology. He is the cutting edge. You know, he sits there in his prison offices, unlike mine. Mine are inhabited by people. His are inhabited by numbers. He got the easier job, by the way. He sits there and he dreams the future. The future doesn't just come about by itself, at least not the beneficial future. You have to dream it. You have to implement it. You have to think about it. You have to doodle all day to think about it. And George says, I will add a mobile landing page series this week. In other words, I have often said this as well. I think our members have been blasé because they get absolutely everything. And they don't realize that everybody else gets nothing. I would like to have, if any of you have any friends in this category, bring them to me. I would like to interview like one person from each of these 12 so-called leading opportunities. I'd like to do a little apples to apples comparison here. So that do you get live help? Well, are you kidding? You get leads? What? Leads? Never seen one. You get landing page, you get this gizmo, do you get that? And of course the answer is no. Across the board they don't get any of this. And I'm going to look at our people are spoiled rotten. Make of that what you will, how do. It's easy to tell you. There's nothing added in it. It pains me. There's nothing for granted about the whole concept of profit. You know, we thought 2006 when we instituted the live business that people would plagiarize us, the word we were using, steal our ideas and run with them. You know what? You know how many people have plagiarized our ideas and run with them in the terms of the center? No one.
No one.
After 8 years, no one has touched it. What are you? It tells me that they don't. Of course, they don't have the technology. That's obvious. But they also do not have the desire to do it. Somebody at some point in the business cycle has to do some work. By God Almighty, whose idea was that? Well, am I?
Yeah, you're right. It takes work, a good amount of money. But the fact us on the board every month are the ones who are rolling up our sleeves and doing required work, which is copy, paste, click methodology that I use.
Yes, of course, it's wonderful. It works. And so I always ask people, how much did you do this? How much did you do this? Well, this was ready. I can do it. And now that I'm writing my autobiography, these synaptic aha moments are coming thick and fast. You know, Howard, I have never been unemployed a day of my entire life. In a university or in a business capacity. How many of you can say that you were out of work a single day? Ye gods. That isn't...
I don't think any of us can say it.
Now, I've been lucky. I also made my own luck, which is what entrepreneurs do. We make our own luck. So here's the first thing-a-bobby that we're going to give out today. Every single person in this room who is not a silver package owner, or every single person looking in the window at us who is not a silver package owner, I have a solid packet for you. It's already up. It's already signed, sealed. All you need to do is deliver it. It's worth $2,000 for each of you. A giddy picture. We're not just whistling Dixie here. Okay, members of the congregation, now you're supposed to ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Or equivalent. Howard, you know and I know that there is not another company in the world, particularly opportunities here, home-based businesses and what have you, that gives even 5% what we give.
True.
And I don't always agree with George these things away. I'm a capitalist. I'm a plutocratic pig. I'm a financier. Give that away. George saw me probably pass out and turn green. He is the most giving away person I've ever met in my life. And my natural tells me as a plutocrat, if you see me choking and going for gas, what? You're giving that away?
So true. I watch a show called The Shark Tank. It's with entrepreneurs, and there's this one person called Mr. Wonderful, and I treat Dr. Lent like he's Mr. Wonderful, because Mr. Wonderful is all about the money. He's like, how much money can we make? But he also here's a compliment. If you ever watched the show,
there's nothing wrong with that point of view. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not just Mr. Wonderful. I believe it, Mr. Are you kidding? Where's the buck? Where's the little buckaroos, Yep.
I'm going to invest in you. Are you going to invest in yourself?
I use a very simple little hand movement. If you want to motivate, reach your hand out and you put stuff in your hand, like this gizmo and this scholarship and this lead and all of it. Every single one of them is a scoop, like an ice cream scoop. And if scoop number 1 doesn't do it, add scoop number 2. And if scoop still doesn't do it, add 3 or 4 or 5. Add 63 scoops. It doesn't matter. What matters is at the end of the day, you have a sale. Because without that sale, you can't make any money. And everybody here who's never made any money on the net, whoa, blame yourself. The only question that I asked George Koch 22 years ago was this: is there any money in it? I was right on the dime that day. You probably remember it. He said, more than you can even imagine. Well, I can imagine a great deal. I got to tell you something. I was reading about our friend Vladimir Putin, who was setting up his own Wikipedia. This is a joke of jokes. Here's the biggest dictator left outside of China. And he says he wants to provide free and clear information. It hasn't been laundered by capitalist pigs and so forth. Of course, everything in Russia is monitored by whatever passes through the KGB these days. You write something, and they have already been. If you were to keep a blog, like so many do in the Soviet Union, in Russia, they'd arrest you. They'd throw you in the clink. And that's just, if you express your opinion honestly. I could not say in Russia today what I'm saying to you here. They wouldn't allow it. They'd throw me off the screen. They'd say, if it gets the money out of them, get it. Shut up, land. Think about that. And the Chinese are now established searching. Well, again, let's start with Irving Green. Irving, I'm going to dedicate this program to you. Irving Green, why haven't you joined us? Why didn't you ask for the scholarship that we made available to you? What are you thinking of doing? A lobotomy right here on the screen. Irving, climb down. We want to speak to you. And folks, we are wild with the wide world. We're a wild and crazy wide world nights right here. Mr. Howard Martello. I'm there in Virginia where it's warm. And poor Dr. Led up at Cambridge, capital city, where freezing is default, but we're not going to go that way. So here's the deal. Irving Green, would you please talk to us and tell us what is going on in your head? We just don't understand your point of view. I'm sure you understand with Urban Green. If you don't respond to us, I'm going to personally rip your scholarship in half. Howard, he may not know that I mean it, but you know that I mean it.
I do know you mean it. So, Irvin, you said before that you wanted to join us, so what's the problem? Type in the text bar down below so we know that you are listening to us.
This is the first and only time in your life where a person of my caliber has asked you an honest question, and if you answer it the wrong way, this is going to fall on you. It's not going to fall on me. Why have you chosen the course the hardest, the most difficult, the least remunerative? Answer me that. Well,
Dave, Virginia Nickel.
Come on. Good day to Virginia. Virginia, we have posted a $2,500 package, scholarship package for you. Got your name on it. I'm ready to give it to you now. Signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours. Virginia, how I want to do here, hopefully, Virginia, hopefully, of course, Urban Green is still not incommunicado. And you know, if I can take a moment and sort of speculate what it's like to be Urban Green, here he is getting a full, Linda, are you going to say hello to Urban Green? He's clueless. This man's clueless. Everyone is trying to help him. He doesn't want any help. He doesn't ever respond to anything. It's not good. You know, it reminds me of Senor Wences, who used to be on the television show long before the motel was even born. There was a comedian called Senor Wences. He had to be just lived in the box. He also had a head that lived in the box. He would say, Senor, everything's all right. The box put in the head and say, it's all right. And John says, it's good for you, it's no good for me.
As I coined that phrase, Dr. Lamb, I think Irvin is an energy vampire. I think if we keep saying time, our life's that way.
Charter member. He is an energy vampire. Irvin. Irvin, go and buy a t-shirt from Howard. A picture to Count Dracula with. Irvin Green is an energy vampire. Let's do this. Let's read the offer. Linda is jumping as a bitch. Read it out. This is the offer for every single person in this room, every single one of you who's ready, especially number one candidate is Irving Green, who just doesn't get it. Howard's going to read half the article offer. I'm going to read the other half, and away we go. Carry it up.
You say you finished our silver presentation video. Then you already know the awesome offer we got for you if you order in the next 10 minutes. You're going to get a $1,500 bonus offer made in the video, plus you can blast any website or offer to 90,000 subscribers every single month. You get over 500 landing pages or 1,500 traffic sources. Also, our partners will start closing for you today without ever charging anything. Finally, your commission earns 20 to 100. Click Blue Hype to order. This offer is made once and once only, but wait, there's still more. Important. Place your order within 5 minutes, and we'll place 50 members on you immediately. These hot leads are free members, just like you. When to our silver membership, you get 50 people placed directly under you. Sign up at your program, or if they upgrade here, you get the commission. Click on the red order now to get started. Placing your order now. No contract, no obligation. All services backed by Worldprofit ironclad guarantee of support and service. Still more. If you upgrade to our silver membership now, you also get over 500 link pages, over 1,500 real traffic sources, sales closing 24 hours a day, over 100 training lessons, and members placed under you now. Email 90,000 per month, and over 100,000 credits per month. 3 Facebook marketing courses on how to generate leads using Facebook marketing tactics. Remember, you can use source in traffic and business.
Yes, now I suppose you're expecting me to add to it. All right, I'm going to do it. For every single person who takes up the scholarship, I'm going to do 100 customers off my list. Now look, I'm a CEO. My asked messages. I want 100 of the best leads on this planet. And when we're going to send an email to the news telling them that you're the no sponsor, and whenever they buy anything, which they will, you get the commissions forever, so long as you stay member. You are also going to get a free copy of my 19th book. Listen, people, I am a busy man. I don't have time to write a book filled with garbage. I write books filled with diamond nuggets about making money. I mean diamond. You offer some of these suggestions $1 million and more. The book sells for $29.95 at Amazon.com. I'm going to give you a copy, every one of you. What are you going to do, Howard? You're not going to read it. I meant to read it. I thought I would read it one of these days. People, if you want the money, read the book. Okay? Finally, we're going to give you 2 months of service for the price of one. Your first month will be activated by a payment of $99.95. Your second month, we pay. We, meaning Worldprofit executives, pay the freight. You get it for, it's not free. No, we have to pay your freight, and we do. Howard, there's so many benefits in this package. Every one of these people says they want to succeed, and then they come up with a million reasons why they can't do it.
Right.
At the top of this hour, those of you who have not yet taken advantage of the scholarship are going to lose the opportunity to get it. I'm not going to present the scholarship offer twice to people who have not taken it up for the first time. If you weren't too smart, my point of view is that you wouldn't be too smart the second. Howard, that is not politically correct to say that. The politically correct police are going to come and whip me. Help, help!
And,
is that true?
That's true. The fact of it is that we tell people the truth. If you want us on the internet, you need to have a collective team. You need to have collective tools. And George, Sandy, and Dr. Lang gives us everything we need. And a whole lot more. Every single day or every single week I get something new from Worldprofit. And guess what? It didn't cost me a thing. But it's my job to tell more people about it and get excited about it and to take ownership of my business, which I do. That's where your promotion comes in.
People about some of the benefits that you personally have derived. You were the youngest monitor, I think, at the time you became a monitor. What are some of the particular things that you got benefits for that you expected?
Well, when I became a monitor, I realized the benefits. Anytime that I made sale, the company invested in me and gave back traffic that cost them money, gave me more people to build a customer list, which means that those could potentially lead into the sales, which they have over the years. And the fact of it is that I feel part of a welcome community on the internet. I'm a leader, and I'm hopefully inspire people. Veterans, doesn't make a difference. Whoever you are, the fact of it is, if you want to have a good structure, want to be taught the right way of how to build a business, brick by brick, this is the place to be. Plain and simple, people. My 5 years are coming up here, and I'm being a member time.
I'm going to do something now. Some of you are going to tisk, Dr. Land. What are you doing? This is what I'm doing. I'm calling the bluff of people. I'm calling the bluff of, let's see, just fled the premises. His name was Wayne.
No, Irvin's still here.
I was going to do Wayne. No, Wayne knew Worldprofit dealer. Was here a moment ago and fled. The thing to understand is, we don't need the money. Oh, I know we need the money because we spent out. I spent, by the way, everyone, I got a marvelous piece of silver from Mrs. Paul Mellsdale. And Howard and tell Bonnie that Mrs. Mellon's is out half over. They've already realized $150 million for household furniture, effect, paintings, and this. $150. She had 6 houses, but Howard, that's some serious money for a house redecorating. Right? $150 million.
Oh, I know, it is.
That's a marvelous thing.
Definitely.
We don't need to stay up here and try to help people. We do it because we feel sorry for those people who are failing and without the need to fail. I mean, there are people who deserve to fail because they do everything wrong deliberately. And there are the people who don't deserve it We just don't get it, or maybe they don't think it's very well, or whatever. We are particularly interested in helping those people. Is that true?
That's true. That is the truth. I know that I'm being helped every single day. And the proven examples are the examples that I share with Dr. Lance. The article he wrote about me, people, I shared with when I was going to my jobs. I gave those away because Dr. Lance's suggestion. And guess what? People were amazed as a potential employee for them because wow, that Howard Martell, he gave me something that has some value and proves what he's going to bring to the table if he was to work at a specific company. And my current loved the article, and enjoyed it. He's a Navy vet himself and stuff.
Okay, on that happy note, we're going to do an article today. We're coming into, or we are in, articles are thick, written 75 articles. Most of you will not use any of them. I do not why. We invented the ebook software, which is so easy to use. It's crazy not to invest 5 minutes to use ebooks. That's your choice, but it's a crazy choice. And then, of course, I'm going to ask Howard a question. Do you want to read today a Thanksgiving article or a Christmas article? Both are relevant.
Let's do the Thanksgiving article.
Okay, go to Jeffrey Land article. This is how easy it is. Go to jeffreylandarticles.com for Thanksgiving. Let's see what pops up. Patrice, why don't you come up and tell us what you're doing up there in this big river? That's one, Howard, and maybe he'll think of something to so he can read the article. It's a good article, by the way. All the words are there. And Patrice is the lady who helps with the scheduling of these programs and what I like to call the wires that need to be activated to make it work. We have so many programs we report now. They're all over the world. Every day we add another one.
Yeah, and you can find them on the YouTube channels Patrice Porter or the earlier ones on the YouTube channel Pat Porter. And there's some terrific programs there, and we've just been starting to load them up on the new Worldprofit Tube too. So that's at www.worldprofittube.com. And if anyone wants an example of what we're building here at Worldprofit, you can check out my Home Business Central at www.20waystoprofit.com. And also I've used the tools and resources here from Worldprofit to help people to create abundance by gardening. And you can find that at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And the people looking in this opportunity of being able to have a scholarship plan for a very small activation fee that will set you up, and you can have your own online business and start finding some success in your ventures, and with all the tools, training, support you need for that success online. And you won't find it anywhere else. And Dr. Lanchier had already said if anybody can find a service that is comparable and to bring it on over, we'd like to check it out, and you can have a free month's service if you can find something better, but you won't. Or a free year's service. So.
I gave up. No, free year.
Yeah.
Free year.
Yeah. But you won't. I have never found anything close.
George Kosh made this offer about 10 or 15 years ago, and over the course of those years, every year or so, some poor soul says, "I've got everything you have." So we said, "Good, take it." And they never expect us to say, "Good, show us what you got." And they have to put up and deliver, and they can't. Of course, they can't deliver. The sad fact of where we are in it right now, and Patrice is a great success story, because the fact is, when you started, you were a little hot in a faraway place in a forest.
Yeah.
And now you have an international clientele. You're a known entity. You're a brand name. It happened with the company of good people who were helping you as you were able to help them. That's the marvelous thing. It isn't the destination that's important. It's who you're traveling with.
Yeah, and that being given the opportunity to build, like, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can have your own international home-based business using the power of the internet and George's expertise here, bringing it for the members so that we can hook into that and develop international home-based businesses. And your training is super essential there too, Dr. Lant. I couldn't even imagine where I would have been.
Let me say something. Well, let me compare now Vladimir Putin with Patrice. Vladimir Putin is going out of his way to control information. He can't stand the fact that there are people in Russia who want to think for themselves. It just drives the man wild. Patrice, on the other hand, took the ball and ran with it. She was a spot of total insignificance in the middle of it. Now she's a brand name. I mean, it was only capable by learning the steps and implementing the steps which she every day.
Yeah, and it's all here in one package. And we'll see if Howard's ready to come up again. And with that, I'll say my adieus. And till the next anything goes. Bye for now.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'm eating Betty Crocker for lunch.
Ah. Go at least. Oh dear, Dr. Lant. Bye for now.
Well, let's see whether Howard has managed to solve this problem. If not, we'll give Howard the last minutes. For those of you that have been listening to the offer, realize that we have a $2,500 scholarship assigned for each of you. You now have just 15 minutes to come in here and click. 15 minutes. Now, Howard, give me a little wrap-a-roo, and we're going to wrap it up for today. I'm going to find the warmest place in Massachusetts, which will be the Harvard Stadium if Harvard wins today. And for our going out theme, I will sing to you all 10,000 men of Harvard want big today. The Harvard fights are so admirably rendered as by myself. 7, we've got a $2,500 package for you. Right now, ask Howard to ladle it out. In older days, a glimpse of stock to honest something shocked me. Now God knows anything goes. For those of you that don't know, this is Thanksgiving week in the United States. We are going to have a rip-roaring time here. On Thanksgiving Day, we will be visited by Squawk the Turkey. I can tell you he is a camper. He will tell you about his plans for turkey liberation, which is our pertinent subject for the time of year. And he is going to be seeing the President at the White House on Thursday, and I wonder what will happen to that. And without further ado, I'm going down, if anybody, and especially if you're in the cold belt, don't ask us. If it's cold enough, is it cold for you, Howard? Believe me, it's cold enough for us. And people in California call me and say that
yes, it is.
Are below 72 degrees. You will find yourself snapped at. And that is my message.